welcome back. I'm so glad you could make it. You're gonna have to excuse my appearance today. I'm so sorry. I did not feel like putting on makeup or doing anything to my hair just to film my journal with me video. So just ignore all of this. I apologize. I promise in the next video I will show up a little bit more presentable, but it is what it is today. I really need to film this video today because I will be out of town for an overnight road trip starting tomorrow. So I'm just like not gonna have any time to film this if I don't do it today. Anyway, now that you know what's been going on in the situation, not that you were asking for any information on that. Welcome to another Journal With Me session. I am so excited because these are one of my favorite videos to film now. I feel like when I first started these videos, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, to be honest with you, because I am a newbie when it comes to journaling myself. I try to keep it as simple as possible because when it comes to journaling for me, I really do try to do it in a way that's not stressful for me, especially as a recovering perfectionist. It's really hard for me to do artistic arts and crafts and just journaling in general because I am so hard on myself and my inner critic won't just shut up, especially when I make mistakes. So journaling for me is a way for me to get over that and just kind of let myself make mistakes in a safe environment. I can proudly say that I've gotten so much better at that because of journaling. I highly recommend it. It's also really decompressing and relaxing while still feeling productive and reflective. So it's doing inner work, especially if you are a very goal-oriented person and you always want to be a high achiever. Journaling is a great way to kind of bring peace to your thoughts and your mind. So anyway, that was a long intro. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So I'm going to close out the month of July because today is literally July 31st. My journaling sessions are always broken up into, I believe, 3 parts. The first part is going to be my July recap or wrap up. This is going to be actually my first time doing a July reflections with you because I wrote my intentions and goals last month for July. So we're going to go over that and see how we did. As a part of July recap, we're also going to do our July memories page, which is amazing. I love doing that page so much. It's basically when I print out all the photos that are my favorites from July that kind of curate my memories for the month. The second portion is going to be the next month's setup or kickoff, where I do the cover page for August, but also write down my goals for the month and intentions, all that good stuff. Last but not least, the final section of this video is going to be dedicated to my reading log and reading recap. I have a section in my journal where it's dedicated to me logging in every single book that I read in the previous month. So I love doing that, and I just jot down little notes here and there and put the rating and stuff like that. With all the housekeeping items out of the way, now let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to pull out my July goals and intentions page out of my journal right here so we can go ahead and look at every single item together and see how well we did against that list that I created at the beginning of July. If you joined our Journal With Me session last month, you guys would have seen this already, but this is what my July cover page looks like. I hope that my August one will look better than this, to be honest, because I mean, I like it. I did a good job for my first time. I'm gonna give myself some grace, but it's definitely not my best work. It kind of looks like an elementary schooler did it, but I mean, probably elementary schoolers will probably do better than this. But anyway, okay, so on the back of this is where I wrote down all of my July goals, intentions, and affirmations. My affirmations are usually kind of just, you know, funny little things that I write so that I feel like I'm manifesting it into the world. But anyway, let's go ahead and read through the goals and intentions, and then we can check off the ones that we met. We can reflect on the ones that we didn't and see if we want to carry that over to August. I'm gonna lower you guys down so you can see what I am checking off and stuff from like a bird's eye view. I still haven't figured out the best way to like film my Journal With Me sessions because when you guys are looking at it this way, it's upside down for you guys. So I don't think that's the best way to read the content. So I'm so sorry. I will try my best to see if I can figure out a better way to do this for the next time. But okay, let's go ahead and go through the goals for July. The first item that I have on here is start shadowing a UI developer at work, and I actually did, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that one off. If you guys aren't familiar, I'm a full-time UX UI designer, and I've been trying to learn skills so that eventually in the future I can become a developer as well. After I did a boot camp, I talked to my manager, and they were so supportive of me trying to gain that skill so that eventually I can do more of a hybrid role. I did start shadowing a UI developer so that I can get a little bit more hands-on practice, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off, which is really exciting. The second one is, sorry, I gotta read it really quick. Book a trip for this fall season with Charlie. And yes, I can check that off as well. I talked about this before, but Charlie and I are going to Hawaii in September, which I'm so excited about. We're gonna be there for about 6 days. So that's going to be our big trip of the year. We already booked the flights. We just need to figure out accommodations and itinerary and stuff like that. I know we're like so behind on travel planning, but we'll get it together. We always do. So I'm not too worried about it. But yes, we did book the trip, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off as well. Next item on this list, I have read at least 3 books and film a reading vlog, and I can gladly check that off because I read 5 books this month in July. Oh my gosh, which is such a strong reading month for me. And I did indeed film a reading vlog for the first time. It's up on my channel if you guys want to check it out. I did a spoiler version reading vlog of Normal People by Sally Rooney. Oh my gosh, such a good book. Highly recommend watching that video if you want all of my thoughts and stuff, but definitely can check this one off as well. Fourth bulleted item here is enjoy the pool more with friends. Absolutely, I went to the pool so many times this summer already, and I'm gonna go even more in the month of August, so I'm gonna definitely carry that over. I'm not gonna write it as a goal for August, but it's something that I have on my mind. I just wanna utilize the pool as much as possible this year because, you know, I'm paying for my HOA. We gotta milk that money that's going into the HOA. Last but not least, we have curate my reading nook and hobby wall. So I did get started on that, but I didn't finish, but I'm still gonna check this off because I did get my reading nook chair from Lovesac. I also filmed a video on that if you're curious about the whole arrangement and how it looks and everything. I feel like this is just going to be a long-term goal for me. It's a project. It's not gonna be perfect overnight because I don't wanna buy everything overnight, and there's going to be a lot of changes. I'm just gonna check it off for the spirit of getting it started, but you know, we understand that it's going to be a long-term process. For my intentions, I said I want to enjoy a soft, productive summer, which is definitely something that I feel like I achieved pretty well. I will say I have been feeling a little bit burnt out, not gonna lie, because I have been trying to prioritize content creation while still doing my 9-to-5 job. And my full-time job has been not in the best place because our contract is up for renewal. I work for like a government contract, so it's kind of a sensitive, unstable situation right now. So it's been a little stressful for me, but honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I have been trying my best to be soft and gentle on myself, so I'm just gonna check that off. Learning a new skill is great, but remember to have fun in the process. I'm not gonna check that off because I have been feeling a lot of guilt lately for not practicing my skills as much after the boot camp has ended. I haven't been really good to myself, like mentally, when it comes to that. I've been really pressuring myself to be like, I've been feeling guilty, honestly, because I'm like, oh my gosh, if I don't like practice these skills, I'm just gonna lose it. If I don't use it, I'm gonna lose it type of situation. And I've been feeling like really bad about it. I need to learn that it's okay, it's the summer. I did the boot camp for like 12 weeks. I did a lot of work and I deserve some rest. I don't have to be too scared about losing the skill because I feel like I've learned the foundations pretty well and I can always jump back in and relearn it. So no big deal. I just need to believe that myself. So I'm not gonna check that off because I didn't really practice that very well. Next, I have prioritize my health and fitness more. I definitely did that because I've been enjoying workout classes way more this month. I tried berries for the first time with Jenna. I also did a ton of my solid core classes. I even did some like weight training sessions. I played tennis. So I've definitely have been making more time for my fitness goals. Last but not least, I wrote, remember to make time for friends and family. Absolutely, I definitely did that. I had so many social plans with my close friends, but I also made a lot of new connections with new people too, which I'm really proud of myself for because I feel like in the past, I might have not been able to prioritize new connections as much. And I'm so glad that I did this month. I met two like newish people that I went to get to know better, and we had a great time. So I'm gonna check that off. And I also made sure that I spent time with Charlie's family, which is also my family because we're married. That was really nice because it was Charlie's birthday month, and I planned out like a family dinner and stuff, which you honestly usually doesn't come intuitive for me because I don't have really close relationships with anyone in my immediate family members. I don't have a good like close relationship with them. So planning these things out, making time for family members, it doesn't come to me naturally or like super intuitively. So I do have to make the effort to do that with Charlie's family because I love them so much, but I just feel like I sometimes forget to make time for them. So I'm glad that I was able to like initiate that myself, and I planned out the dinner and everything, and we were able to see them, which was so nice. Okay, so I checked that off right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back into my journal. Now let's jump into my July recap page, which is going to have all of my memories and stickers and all of that stuff, photos on this side. And then we're gonna do the August kickoff like cover page. We're gonna do like intentions and stuff here. And then what else? And then we'll get into the book journaling at the very end. So let's go ahead and get started. I relocated myself because it was a little loud near the kitchen since my husband Charlie is cooking, but I am completely finished with the July recap and the August kickoff. I'm so excited to show you guys because, well, you saw the whole process, so you basically saw the entire thing already, but this is going to be the walkthrough because I do like talking through it with you guys since it's just a little bit better to summarize like what I was thinking throughout the process. But basically, let's start off with the July recap, and oh my gosh, I do love how it came out. I did simplify it a little bit. I mean, I still did a lot of visuals, in my personal opinion, but definitely a lot of photos and stickers. Let's walk through the July recap spread first. I'm really happy with how this came out. I feel like the ratio of the stickers to the other pieces are really fantastic and well balanced. I put a little bit of washi tape on it too, but not like too much. I didn't want it to feel cluttered or anything, but the main memories from July is from Charlie's birthday celebration, because we went to a restaurant as a date night. We also went to the F1 arcade in DC, so that was really fun. So I have a couple of photos of that like in the middle here, and I just put I drew like a little cake on this craft paper, and above here we have like a photo together from our family dinner. On this side I have like a pool day with my friend Katie, who is currently pregnant, so I'm just trying to spend as much quality time with her as possible, which I'm really happy about. And I also had another, I had a lot of pool days, but this is with my friend Courtney. On this side right here, this is a group photo of a couple of my friends. We went to a berries class. So this was my first berries class ever. I've been having a lot of fun with these types of stickers. Like you see right here, this is a little dumbbell. Isn't that so cute? And then I have happy birthday sticker right here. There's like a little SPF down here, which is super, super cute. That's the July recap. Hi, Romp. I don't know if you guys can see him, but do you want to come over here? You come over here. Parkour. Hello. Okay, so sorry, I got distracted. But next is the August kickoff, and this is the cover page. I love how this came out. I did a theme of cherries because I was inspired, but I basically copied a photo that I found on Pinterest, and she had like this type of cover, and I did my own version of it, which doesn't look as good as the Pinterest one, but I think it looks really, really cute. I love the little cherries and the color combinations. There's like little flowers and leaves all over it, and it just says August. I love how it came out. Okay, so now let's talk about the August kickoff goals, intentions, and affirmations. So this is what the page looks like, and I made it really simple. It's even simpler, I feel. I don't know, actually. It's around the same complexity as the July one, but basically for my goals, I have get back into the habit of doing the Mimo app. So Mimo is an application that I actually paid for. It was actually pretty expensive, like $70 or $80 for the whole year. But it's an app where you can practice your UI development skills. So it teaches you like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, stuff like that. So I want to get into the habit of doing it every single day. It only takes about like 5 to 10 minutes. I have that as a goal. We'll see if that actually happens. Fingers crossed. The second goal is do more coloring to relax and decompress. I wanted to put like a really realistic, easy, fun goal on here like I always do. Like last month I had like go to the pool more, and this one is just like do more coloring, because I feel like it's a really great way to relax and just be able to have some time for yourself. So I want to do more of that in August. Third, we have sign up for another development course. I honestly don't know if this is going to be something that I actually accomplish in August, because I'm not sure if I want to take a course this upcoming month in August or in September when I'm back from my Hawaii trip, because I would just have a lot more capacity and bandwidth to do it after the trip. But basically this is me wanting to further my skills in UI development. I just am so scared of losing my skills that I learned, so I want to get back into it. I am just the type of person who needs a little bit of structure when it comes to learning and education, so I do want to eventually get back into another course, especially because my company pays for it usually. So yeah, hopefully I can sign up for one, or at least plan to, for September. Last but not least, in terms of goals, we have take breaks from social media when I feel burnt out. So I felt this way in July, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I keep this in mind for August. I don't know what it is, but in the summer, I just end up committing to even more things because the weather is nice. Everyone wants to do social activities and make plans with each other, which is amazing. I love that. But I just feel like I am definitely in the habit of overcommitting and spreading myself out way too thin, especially because I am still working my bridal makeup jobs and I have my full-time job. I'm still trying to create content. all of those things. I just need to listen to myself, like listen to my body and my mind. If I need to take a break, I need to take a break. I need to get offline and let myself be, get some rest so that I don't feel burnt out. So that is definitely a goal of mine for August. In terms of intentions, I kept it really simple. I said finish off the summer strong, whatever that may mean, level up on my dev skills, continue healthy habits for overall wellness and fitness, because I have definitely slipped up a little bit this week. I didn't work out at all like since Sunday, and it's Thursday now. I want to make sure that I still continue to prioritize working out. For affirmations, I have my job does not define me. And I put this because, like I said earlier, my job has been kind of like all over the place and there's a lot of uncertainties right now. So I just want to make sure that I remember that my job doesn't define me and a job is just a job. If I, end up having to pivot, then I have to pivot. It's just, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and I don't want to feel anxious about it. The second one is I am happy and healthy, and it shows. I just want to feel more confident, because when I feel confident on the inside, then I feel more confident on the outside, and I want to feel comfortable sharing my journey in terms of like fitness and stuff like that. Third is I am not guilty for things out of my control. And that one's a little bit of a deeper one because things this past month, it was a little bit of a stressful time for me when it comes to like my family and stuff. I feel like whenever I have a hard time with my family dynamic, then I automatically just kind of spiral and feel guilty for things that I'm doing because I have to put up boundaries. But yeah, it's hard to feel not like guilty about it. So I'm just like trying my best to remind myself that if it's out of your control, you do not have to feel guilty about it. All right, so that is the August kickoff page. And then last but not least, we have the bookish reading log situation. And I have filled out all of my books that I read for the month of July. I added these 4 right here, this one, and the 3 at the bottom here. And I also have one on the back. So as you can see, I just put like little blurbs on how I felt about the book, and then I put the star ratings and all the information. So that is also all complete. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here and journaling with me. I hope you had a fun, relaxing time, and let me know in the comments if there is a goal that you'd like to accomplish in August. I would love to know so we can like support each other and cheer each other on in the comments. If you want to stick around for a little longer, definitely go ahead and check out my previous video right here. It is another episode of my bookish edit videos. It is such a fun time. I found a 5-star book and I talk about all the books that have landed on this page. So check it out. I would love for you to be there. Please like if you haven't already, subscribe if you want to stick around for more cozy content on soft productivity and balanced living, and I will talk to you in the comments. Bye.